Well, hey, Gundam Maniacs, welcome to another episode of Gundam Explained. So, GQuuuuuux has been released for those that are able to see it over in Japan. Look at you. And since then, there's been announcements of the Gunpla and collectibles. So let's do a rundown of what's been announced, because I'm curious. You know, thanks to Gundam Kits Collection, GundamKitsCollection.com. I'm just using that website for the source of this information. First of all, we're looking at what was announced first and what is really supposed to be out right now, and that is the GQuuuuux itself. It says so here in parentheses. This is that high-grade kit. I actually saw it in person at the Gundam base back in December, and seeing it in person sold me on it. I mean, it's an interesting and unique look anyway, in person, so much so, and just how action figure-y it is with all the articulation and everything. Here's some shots, some close-ups, so you can kind of see, there's some panel lining action and detailing to do, which would be a lot of fun. It is interesting, though, you know, looking at the pictures and when seeing it in person, and it really has to do with the lighting, how small it really is. How small it really is. I mean, here, you know, they kind of have this, there's a sense of scale you get when you look at a picture versus when you see it in person. But along with that GQuuuuux release is going to be a Metal Robot Spirits. Now, actually, the high grade already came out. This doesn't come out until August. So really, it's around the same scale. You know, it's that Robot Spirits line that I really, really like. But it's of the metal kind. So it's got some of the reinforced joints with the metal. The thing I like about, you know, the Robot Spirits, Metal Robot Spirits, is the fact that they're just badass premium action figures. Here's a little beam blade effect part that looks cool on there. Yeah, it's going to have a lot of cool effect parts. It could potentially probably have more details than the high grade itself, but usually not by much. Usually not by much. And, you know, I wonder how many differences there might be in general in terms of just little components on the unit itself. So here's kind of like an up close of the high grade, just where you can kind of see the chest pieces, the robot spirits, the metal robot spirits, and, you know, it's really hard to tell anything exactly just by going back and forth. I'd love to get my hands on both, and really kind of dive into the artistic interpretations these are going to have. Okay, moving on. This one's pretty awesome, right? This one is the Red Gundam. They're just calling it the Red Gundam. You know, this is the one that potentially Char could be in. What's supposed to be Char's Gundam? I don't know. I still haven't watched or read any of the translated story stuff online. But I haven't really just sat down and talked about the designs of these Gundams in the first place. But I gotta say, when it comes to what you would expect of Evangelion and Gundam smashed together, this nails it. This really does. I love the functionality look it has with like handles on the hands, for instance. It's a really, really cool design. And that's supposed to be May 2025, so not too far. And along with that is another Metal Robot Spirit. So far, we're seeing where GQuuuuux is getting the high grade and a Metal Robot Spirits. Not just a regular Robot Spirits, not a metal build, but Metal Robot Spirits. Did the same thing with Seed Freedom, so I wonder if that line is just that successful. Oh, and here's some info from that. This red mobile suit made its reappearance in UC-0085 and is widely believed to be the RX-78-2 Gundam originally developed by Earth Federation during the One-Year War. Seized by Zeon during his final testing phase, the mobile suit underwent extensive modification and was repainted in red for Char Aznavour's personal use. Key upgrades included the Alpha-type Psychomu system in bits, sophisticated wireless weaponry-linked Psychomu technology. Both Char and the mobile suit disappeared during the Zaknova incident at the Second Battle of Solomon, a pivotal event that marked the closing days of the One-Year War. Now, I gotta say, it's funny because I've purposely just been avoiding information about it unless it just came to me naturally. And this is an example of it, because making these videos a lot of times is based on the research I am trying to do. Basically, what I'm trying to say, it's so cool to read this synopsis right here. I had not read this. I've heard rumblings or from tweets, but to read that sounds awesome. And it's talking about the bits. So that's another awesome design element with this Red Gundam that I really like. I talked about it in a previous video. That bit system looks great. I love that as an accessory for this. We got the ball and chain, of course, or the hammer. Yeah, this is really cool. I mean, I'm the type that would totally get the high grade and the Metal Robot Spirits versions of these. And, you know, to top it off, too, is these are cool designs. This is not just Again, it reminds me of like how much I liked the Gundam EX look. Like it comes out and that's like these are similar designs actually to the Gundam EX. I really like this style design for a giant robot. All right, but to get the actual colors, this is what I really like. Now, this is, again, another Metal Robot Spirits. This is of the White Gundam. So this is probably what it looked like in that universe, you know, before Char got to it, or maybe there's some modification. I don't know. You know, I wonder if this has some story. Let's see. Originally developed under the Earth Federation Army's RX program, this adaptable mobile suit was crafted to excel as a medium-range artillery unit designed to coordinate seamlessly with cannon-equipped mobile suits and artillery support tanks. It brought a new level of tactical versatility to the battlefield. Okay, that's not too much. You know, those shoes look like Sonic's shoes. There, I've said it. I don't think I'll be able to unsee that from now on. Hopefully I didn't ruin it for you out there. But yeah, it looks like he's wearing Sonic shoes, which actually I don't hate. That's a good design for this Gundam. This one's September 2025. Yeah, I think it looks great. Again, another one that I'm super pumped to get. Interesting about the bits system still built on the shoulder. So was it like that when they got it from the Federation? Was that added on from Xeon and then later they made it red? I don't know. I'm sure that information's out there though. But yeah, this looks great. Again, I love, this is exactly what I would expect from Evangelion and Gundam to come out with. This design is exactly it, right? Look at the handles on the hands. Okay, not only do we have the mobile suits, we actually have people. That's right, People. Gunpla. It's a figurized standard, which I've built the Witch from Mercury kits. So they have one of the characters here, Amate Uzuria. So that will be a main one. It's just kind of cool. I like this like little haro that it's got with the cap, and I like just as more of an action figure person than Gunpla, even though I like both. I love how good of an action figure this looks, considering it's a Gunpla. And for the other one, Nyan, right? Isn't that like cat or meow or something in Japanese? This also looks like a really well done action figure. But it's a model kit. I love it. A lot of it could be the top coat you put on it. Again, the lighting. You can make the model kit look more premium than it really is. And as cool as this is, like, for me, it's hard to, like, a robot is one thing. Just what looks like a schoolgirl as a character, like, it's hard to really come up with some cool, like, you know, scenario. Like the robot, that makes sense. That's why it's sometimes hard. Like, for instance, this is one I so want to pick up because I love Double Zeta. I love the story of Purutu and everything that goes around it. But like, I would rather this be like a Quattro. You know, nothing against Purutu, but for me, I would rather collect something like a Quattro. That's like a cooler, I think, character to have in this form. So it's interesting that most of these characters that they're coming out with are actually just the female characters. So I just wonder if this is more of like, you know, the robots are for the dudes and there's an audience out there that loves to build the female character models. So that's why they make them. So again, I think it's cool. I even think they have one right now, yes, that I want to get. And I haven't really done it yet. The Seed Freedom character, Maria Hawk, right? Yeah, like pilot uniform. That's the type, and that I think that's one reason why I think this works for me is because there's a pilot uniform. These two characters, they're not in their pilot uniform, but I like that this character comes with the haro. So I guess I'm trying to talk myself into would I buy these or not? I don't know. They are cool. All right, so anyways, model kit and action figure wise, that's what's been announced. Is there anything I missed? Let me know. So I think for sure I would 100% want to be acquiring that red Gundam high grade, a white Gundam high grade, even though I didn't see that, but I'm pretty sure that's going to be coming. And then the Metal Robot Spirits. I love the Robot Spirits line. I love it when there's a Metal Robot Spirits of a cool mobile suit, and it's neat that they're coming out with them. And then along with the GQuuuuux itself, the main crazy mobile suit, which I have it pre-ordered on HobbyLink Japan. It's out. It just hasn't shipped to me yet, so I'm just waiting for that. But I would also definitely I would definitely nab that Metal Robot Spirits because I love the Metal Robot Spirits line. I do love the designs I'm seeing here, so I think it's really exciting the stuff we're getting at a Gundam that is not UC, even though I know this is alternate UC. I'm really more of the UC guy, but this is a good way to go about it. I'm really enjoying this stuff. So yeah, let me know what you think below. Is there any other collectibles that they've announced for GQuuuuuux? Post it in the comment. I'm curious if there's maybe anything else out there, something I haven't talked about or something you're excited about. So anyway, thanks for watching. We'll talk later.